If an artist asks you to slow the music down mid-song, if they flail their arms around doing this, that's rude and no drummer likes it, but it's part of the job. If you're asked to slow the music down, do it. Don't be afraid to change tempo if you're asked by an artist. And most importantly, don't reflect a bad attitude, grimace, or give a mean face because you're asked to do something that you don't want to do. Remember, it's not your song, it's not your gig, and there are plenty drummers that would love to take your place if you show bad attitude because you feel like the music isn't played the way you think it should be played. Never do that.
Your favorite drummer, all the way from Chicago, Illinois, Mr. Andrew Blaze Thomas.
Hey, it's your favorite drummer and Blues Music Award winner, Andrew Blaze Thomas, and I'm back again with another lesson. Today, I will be discussing attitude. Be nice. Do you know how to treat your fellow bandmates? Do you know how to treat the person that hires you, the artist, the band leader? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, your attitude. See, it's one thing to have a lot of chops and to be able to play well, but as the old saying goes, your playing will get you the job or the gig, but your attitude will help you keep it. That's one of the things that we're going to discuss today, and it's from my new book, You Got the Gig, Here's How to Keep It. Now, I must admit, I didn't have the best attitude when my professional career was really taking off and things was really getting big for me. So I'm going to take you back to 2008, January 2008. An artist named Anna Popovic. She is a Serbian-born artist. She's a blues rock guitar player. And at the time, she lived in Amsterdam. I was making great money. Anna, she normally played all around Europe, Eastern Europe, and Western Europe, and a lot of Spain, a lot of Germany and France. And we normally played Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I normally have Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Most times Sundays was traveling back from whatever country that we played in back to Amsterdam. So I had all these days off, pocket full of money, and I just, ran around town all the time. And I really slacked off in my practicing. I played a lot because we was gigging a lot, but I wasn't practicing. And furthermore, my drinking had really took a turn. Now, for all you veteran musicians out there that's been on the road for a while and been known to have some drinks after the gig, you know where I'm going with this. Drinking after the show, it's like this customary thing that happens, right? When you play a great show, people want to celebrate you. They want to buy drinks. They want to take you to the bar. They want to spend time with you and hear your story. And they love to do this by buying you shots and drink after drink. And before you know it, you got a hangover. And having a hangover on the road is really dangerous because you must perform just like you don't have a hangover the very next day. You have to have a clear head and you have to be able to do your job on a professional level. And I'm sorry to report, but the those early years of my career when things were really, really going well and, I was running around being young and wild in Europe, my drinking was really taking a toll. It was to the point I had bad attitudes during the day. I barely spoke to my bandmates until after sound check. Sound checks often turn into impromptu rehearsals. A lot of times, the artist likes to take sound checks to make sure the band sounds good. They might want to go over some new songs, try some new things out vocally. And when you have a hangover, it's not pretty. So, because of these notorious hangovers I had from drinking after the gigs too much, I was often really curt and really just mean towards my band members. This really affected the way I talked to sound engineers. Instead of just walking over to a sound engineer before the gig and introducing myself, or before the sound check introducing myself, that's the proper thing to do. I just went over to the drum set and started tuning in sound checks. So always remember this. When you have a sound check, always go to the sound engineer first. Introduce yourself. Then After you introduce yourself, then you walk over to your instrument, tune your instrument, and you can start your sound check after that. Also, if you are internationally touring, it's a good idea to learn a few words, if you can, of whatever country that you're touring in, so you're able to break the ice and talk to the sound engineer. For example, I learned how to say "Je m'appelle Andrew, comment allez-vous?" That's in French. That means hello, my name is Andrew. Just to be able to break the ice when I'm in Paris. Or if I'm playing in Germany, Wie geht's? Wie geht's mean what's up? And then if I want to say I need gaffer tape, haben Sie gaffer tape? Or if I want to say my name is Andrew in German, I say Ich heiße Andrew. Another rule I want to discuss. When you start playing with the new artist that you don't know, get to know the artist. Talk to them, if you can. Get to know them, know their backstory, and listen to the lyrics of their songs, because in the lyrics of their songs, there's often a story about who they are. If you know an artist's lyrics, you're able to play their songs better. But in able to get to know an artist, you have to have a good attitude. Nobody wants to really be around a person with a bad attitude. Best advice that anybody can give you when it's time to play with a new band: learn the music, be respectful, and be nice, because your attitude goes a long way. I'm going to share some rules of the road concerning attitude. If a band leader asks you to sing, even if you're not a good singer, it's okay to politely tell them that singing is not what you do best, but do it. If they ask for game vocals, which is normally just added harmony or added vocals, give them the best you have. Sing loud and proud. If an artist asks you to use a metronome, you should be skilled and you should be able to use it. Some people call it a click track. Whatever the case is, be versatile enough to be able to use a click live if that's what the job requires. If an artist asks you to slow the music down mid-song, if they flail their arms around doing this, that's rude and no drummer likes it, but it's part of the job. If you're asked to slow the music down, do it. Don't be afraid to change tempo if you're asked by an artist. And most importantly, don't reflect a bad attitude, grimace, or give a mean face because you're asked to do something that you don't want to do. Remember, it's not your song, it's not your gig, and there are plenty of drummers that would love to take your place if you show bad attitude because you feel like the music isn't played the way you think it should be played. Never do that. I did that, and I made some mistakes along my career. I was interjecting with the music, being overzealous. I had opinions on everything that we should be doing as a band. For example, if the band leader asks, who wants to go for food and where do you want to go? I always had to give my opinion and what I want to do. But I've learned over time, you shouldn't do that as a drummer. If they ask you what you want to eat, unless it's your birthday, when it's my birthday, that's when I say what I want to eat. Other than that, I just smile and nod, and I try to enjoy and eat whatever the group wants to eat. If I'm able to go separate and get my own food, because I don't want to eat what everybody else is eating, that's fine. But I try to be as flexible as possible. That's really, really key to keeping a gig. It's not all about what you do on the stage. A lot of times, our behavior off the stage is what causes us to lose gigs. If you like the stuff that you've heard in this video, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I thank you for listening today. I hope you've enjoyed my lecture from my new book. You've got the gig, here's how to keep it. And we've discussed chapter 2 of the book today. Be nice. So, next lesson will be the rules of time. I will be discussing the important elements of time. How to manage time with your day. How to manage time in your practice. how to manage the time in your life to get the best out of the things you want concerning your music career. So, I want to say thank you once again. This is your favorite drummer and blues music award winner, Andrew Blaze Thomas.